Yeah. Mind is flowing on the way.
The Golf Association of Philadelphia's 113th Amateur Championship Final at Aronimink Golf Club featured 2008 title holder Michael McDermott of Merion and relative newcomer Alex Hicks of Wildwood. Loose swings and missed opportunities seemed to define the morning session. For example, McDermott's drive on the par 4, 412-yard second hole found the fescue, ultimately giving Hicks an early one-up edge. He relinquished that lead on the next hole, however, thanks to a poor chip, and both players struggled as the sun rose.
I was looking for everything, alignment, tempo. I mean, you name it. I was thinking about it, just trying to figure what is that little tweak that I'm missing, and I just couldn't find it. And I think it's probably your legs just get tired, and it just becomes an arm swing, and anything can happen there.
Considering all the rain we got, I think the course just turned 180 degrees. It was firm, fast. Pin locations were brutal. Didn't really hit it the best, and there was some, if you don't hit it the best, there's some numbers that you can make out there, which is, I found myself making a couple doubles out there today, which hurt. So it was tough, but it was definitely a test out there today.
Those tough conditions contributed to Hicks' losses on holes 7, 9, and 12. As a result, McDermott held a 3-up lead. But Hicks chopped into that advantage with a sly birdie on the par 4, 380-yard 13th hole. McDermott, ever resilient and focused, added a birdie of his own on the par 5, 546-yard 16th to regain that 2-up advantage. Both players traded blows on the next 2 holes, giving McDermott a 2-up edge entering the afternoon finale. He moved to 3-up after hitting a 56-degree wedge 130 yards to 7 feet for birdie on the par 4, 446-yard 21st hole.
That was the moment when it probably turned a little bit.
Hicks cited his loss on the 25th hole, the par 4, 385-yard 7th at Aronimink, as the match's ultimate turning point.
I never thought I was out of it, but 3-up just mentally, I guess, seems a lot nicer than 4-up. I didn't get that birdie to fall on 9, and he didn't either, and I felt like that was a really good chance there. So being 4 down with 9 to play is pretty tough. It's never over, but I just didn't give myself the best opportunities, or just wasn't capitalizing on the opportunities that I gave myself, and there was only a few of them to begin with. So
McDermott's lead extended to 6-up following wins on holes 29 and 30. A wayward tee shot on the 31st hole, the par 4, 383-yard 13th, seemed to merely delay the inevitable, at least for the time being. McDermott sent a 6-iron into the spectator sector on the 32nd hole, the par 3, 215-yard 14th. McDermott reached the green on his next stroke and managed to 2-putt to save bogey. Hicks, however, could only match that score after depositing his tee shot into the front bunker, thus assuring McDermott a 5-4 victory and his second J. Wood Platte Trophy.
It's really exciting. It's when I saw Aronimink as the venue, I definitely thought it was a course that I could play well at, but there's so many good players that's just something you can't think about too much until you're 5 up with 5 to play or something. And now that it's sunk in, it's great. It's a fun one to win. It's a hard one to win, and getting number 2 sort of makes it sounds really good, because one's good, but 2 is validates a little bit, I guess.
It was an awesome week. Getting to play out here especially. Never played here before. Played well, got through some matches that I didn't think I was going to pull out. And had to play Mike. It was especially a champion that he is. It was a fun event.
So how does a second amateur title affect McDermott's mindset when it comes to his place in Gap history?
I'm appreciating that it's special that I've won 9 majors now. Absolutely, that's something that will be great. And if my kids play golf at some point, I think of it more that way. That'll be something that they'll look at and say, almost the way that Chris Lang's son or any of these guys, Chip Brewer, or any of these people that look to see what their dads did. That'll be fun if they're into golf for them to see that.
For Gap TV, Tony Regina.
Still won't even